You want to break the cycle of poverty? Stop telling kids are acting white because they go to school or they speak proper English.
Did me and Don Lemon agree on something? What's up, guys? Vince Dow here. Be sure to like and subscribe if you are new. So you may remember, and many of you found me from the Vice panel where I drove leftists insane by saying that, well, if you want to be successful in America, there's some basic paths to follow, such as work hard, graduate high school, don't have kids out of wedlock, and don't commit crime. And leftists said that I was erasing culture by saying this.
We need to observe what makes people successful and unsuccessful. And I think when you look at trends that are generally true in the Asian community, not of everyone, usually you have families that are sticking together. You have, people are taught to work hard in school, not get into trouble. I think that translates to why Asians en masse are successful. And I don't think you have to be Asian or white for that matter to not have kids out of wedlock, not, commit crime, not cause trouble or whatever it is. It's just a matter of common sense. That's what makes people successful. And if that's so-called assimilation, then yeah, okay, call me a pro-assimilation then.
I think there's a difference between assimilation and erasure.
Yes.
Yes, the infamous clip you've seen so many times. Not committing crime is cultural erasure. Notice how I didn't mention anything about real culture or hip hop or whatever. All I said was literally just be a functional member of society. That's cultural erasure, apparently. That's why I found it interesting when Don Lemon expressed virtually the same sentiments that I did on the panel. Now, this clip is 10 years old, to be fair. You may have seen it. It circulates around every few years. And so I don't share it to argue that Don Lemon is secretly red-pilled. I share it to demonstrate, A, how radical the left has become in a short time, and B, that the insane far-right ideas that sent these people absolutely nuts were literally just considered common sense, not in the 90s or the 80s when Obama was president. Why? Because the ideas themselves are actually incredibly normal. So let's start watching. Here is Don Lemon in 2013 explaining how to fix the black community.
Because black people, if you really want to fix the problem, here's just 5 things that you should think about doing. Here's number 5. And if this doesn't apply to you, if you're not doing this, then it doesn't apply to you. I'm not talking about you. Here's number 5. Pull up your pants. Walking around with your ass and your underwear showing is not okay. In fact, it comes from prison when they take away belts from the prisoner so that they can't make a weapon. And then it evolved into which role a prisoner would have during male-on-male prison sex. The one with the really low pants is a submissive one. You get my point?
Wait. Don, you can't say that. That's cultural erasure. You are erasing black and brown culture by telling people to pull up their pants. Hey, that's what I was told, apparently. It's racist to tell men not to sag their pants or get crazy face tattoos or whatever it is that employers and respectable society generally considers to be a red flag. No. That's their culture, bro. Just hilarious. Well, here's more of it.
Now, number 3, respect where you live. Start small by not dropping trash, littering in your own communities. I've lived in several predominantly white neighborhoods in my life. I rarely, if ever, witness people littering. I live in Harlem now. It's an historically black neighborhood. Every single day I see adults and children dropping their trash on the ground when a garbage can is just feet away. Just being honest here.
Having care for your communities, not littering, not looting and burning down your own community. Again, Don, you can't say that. Even though that makes perfect sense and just seems like the path to a functional society, you can't say that. That's racist. And of course, don't you know, whatever destruction that minorities do to their own communities and neighborhoods is actually secretly somehow perpetuated and caused by white people and white supremacy, because it's always their fault, right? All right, we continue.
Number 2, finish school. You want to break the cycle of poverty? Stop telling kids are acting white because they go to school or they speak proper English. A high school dropout makes on average $19,000 a year. A high school graduate makes $28,000 a year. A college graduate makes $51,000 a year. Over the course of a career, a college grad will make nearly $1 million more than a high school graduate. That's a lot of money.
Huh, wait a minute, isn't that like the model minority myth? I thought it was a myth propagated by white people that staying in school and working hard was, I don't know, the pathway to success. I thought the system was merely rigged. And speaking proper English and working hard, isn't that white adjacency? I think Don Lemon might be a kooky conservative or something. Okay, here's number one. Are you guys ready? Because number one is the phrase that truly sent Mr. Green Shirt crazy, so check it out.
And number one, and probably the most important, just because you can have a baby, it doesn't mean you should, especially without planning for one or getting married first. More than 72% of children in the African American community are born out of wedlock. That means absent fathers. And the studies show that lack of a male role model is an express train right to prison. And the cycle continues.
What? Children need a mother and father? Who knew? A masculine role model is important? Who knew? Crazy stuff. Groundbreaking. Again, let me be clear about this. I'm not trying to say Don Lemon is based or red-pilled. The point I'm making is that my whole take on, like, be a functional member of society, don't commit crime, isn't really conservative or political, or at least it shouldn't be. It's fairly common sense. Any successful person of any color in any country will tell you all of these same things because they're fairly basic natural laws of the world. Oh, work hard. You know, all those cliches. Don't commit the crimes of a society if you want to succeed in that society. Forget the politics, even random motivational self-help speeches will tell you that. And 10 years ago, both political sides could at least verbally agree, maybe not in practice, but verbally agree that people ought to take some degree of accountability for themselves. Of course, now asking minorities to do that is cultural erasure. Telling a brown or black person that they should work hard if they want to make money is cultural erasure. So, anyways, I don't have much else to say other than that. I found it funny. Don Lemon, of course, cannot and would not say this today, but it doesn't make the basic principles any less true, right? Act like a dignified and civilized person, and maybe good things will come your way. That's not oppressive. That's not white supremacy. That's called being a dignified and civilized person. Groundbreaking, I know. Those are generally the ways to success. Okay. But okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think in the comments below, and that'll do it for today's video. Hopefully some of you are seeing me at CPAC as we speak. Hey, say hi if you do. But yeah, until next time, remember to like and subscribe. Consider becoming a channel member for exclusive perks. Alpha moves only. God bless and peace.